everybody, it's Elizabeth from Silver Nest Homeschooling, mom of four, homeschooling for 11 years. Today I'm here to talk about what my 6th grade daughter and I did for school for the past month of February. And she and I mostly do history together. She has some other classes that she takes with other people, but for us we really focus on history and homesteading. So I'm just going to jump in. Some of these things did fall in line with those subjects and some of them didn't, but they are what we did or what she did. And so I want to give you a heads up. First of all, she went back and because she just loves these choose your own adventure history books. This is just some of them that she read last month. Life as a Ninja, Life as a Knight, and then the Japanese and American internment camps. She also did one about the Great Wall of China, and she just had fun going back over these. She has about 20 now of these books, and she just really enjoys rereading them, learning more about history, and actually comparing and contrasting them with other things we learn about the same thing. For specifically history, she was given the option of some different books to read, and she chose the Grandma's Attic series, and these were mine from when I was a kid. And then this is a newer version of the third book. These are great. These are short stories about a gal who, well, I'm trying to get away from your glare. They're about a gal who is visiting her grandma on a farm, and then her grandma will tell her stories of what life was like for her when she was a little girl. And they're all based on true stories. Everything that she's writing about is really what her grandma, and then eventually their series keeps going and she gets married and her life. And so it's fun to hear the frontier stories, but each one also has a lesson that is about how the girl learned about God and got closer to God. And it always applies in the first two books especially to the girl who is visiting's modern day life problem. And actually my daughter said specifically that she's sad because some of the other books really focus on the history and the stories from the back then, but they don't do as much like back and forth between the present day and the historic day. The thing that I find really interesting is Arletta Richardson is the name of the author, so you know that the little girl that's writing these stories is actually also now a historical character writing about her grandma, who is very much a historical character. And so that combination of learning about what life when Arletta Richardson was young, visiting her grandma, is also kind of a double whammy on that history. So love these books. There's quite a series of them, but I brought down the 3 that she actually finished. Now she has about 6 or 7 more that she started for March. All right, she also read, she likes the horrible histories a whole bunch, so I ended up getting some of the murderous math series, and she doesn't like these as much, but she did like them enough to read them all. So guaranteed to mash your mind. It's maths with laughs added in. So, and it's 100% horrible. It's funny stuff, and it's got comics explaining different math comics. I definitely would say you might want to read one first before you pass them to your children, because you will be the best judge of whether this is a good series for your kids or not. For my daughter, we do so much history and so much, she loves math, but we do so much history that we find that the horrible histories goes along with it and helps, again, dissect, spit out bones, that kind of thing. But you have, Desperate Measures, which is all about measuring things. This is math with the laughs. How many meters are in the head of a pin? Why does a horse need hands? And how dense are you? All the tricks, tips, and shortcuts they don't teach you in school. So, or in this case, they do, because this is homeschool. So she did all of those. Then we did play some games, not a whole bunch and not about history, but they are great, and so I thought I would share them with you. This is Sushi Go. It's one of her absolute favorite games that she loves to play with me. And you are picking, you have a handful of cards, you pick one, pass it, and everybody's picking until there's no cards left. You're trying to make combinations. In this case, you're making a dinner of sushi with dessert. And they have the points right there, and each kind of card matches differently, and so you're doing a lot of math practice. Great for hands-on math. They also, this is my cards, River and Stone cards, they're just basic card deck. They also played Hearts with their dad. And the game that they all love, that my husband and I are tired of, you can tell the good games, right? Any family can tell the good games. They're always this way. But Dixit is a storytelling card game where you are trying to guess what one person who's giving a clue. You want to guess what their card is, but everybody is putting a card out for that same clue. And so you're like, I wonder, you're trying to put your marker down, guessing which one you think the clue giver put down. You get points if someone guesses your card, even if you're not the clue giver. You get points if you guess the right clue giver's card. And then if you're the clue giver, you don't get points if everyone picks your card, only if some people pick your card and some people don't. So it has to be ambiguous enough what you're trying to do. And then the cards themselves are just pieces of art with no words on them. So, and they're all different kinds of cards. Some are a little more intense than others. Some are really, really beautiful. Try not to get glare on those. And they have different expansion packs that you can add to it. The part that I think the kids first got drawn to this is that your marker is a bunny. So I still think it's the bunny that actually makes this game the game that they all want to play. So you're racing around the board to see who can get there first. So, and that is Dixit. And then from a homeschooling point of view, woohoo, we made butter in the KitchenAid. She learned to make her grandmother's ice cream cake recipe and serve it to her guests. She made bread, learned how to make bread in the bread machine so she could eat her butter and her bread. And then she used her butter to make, with Dad and Mom help, we learned how to make Laffy Taffy, like saltwater taffy. And we looked up a bunch of recipes on the original taffy recipes because she was reading about taffy in all the books. So she's actually gonna make taffy with her friends for her birthday this year, which is super fun. She also made some more cookies. She also made some brownies. So lots of baking this month, lots of time in the kitchen for homesteading. And, you know, I think that's great. I think that's really a lot of the heart of the home, and it's what she enjoys. Obviously, I'm sorry for the background of our wonderful dishwasher. She also had a really good time just playing outside, jumping on the trampoline, and living, which is wonderful. And now that she's healthy, she's out doing all kinds of stuff. Oh, she also fixed her bike, which was cool. She learned how to use the bike pump, and then we broke the pump with another child. So this is the second or third pump that we've broken. I feel like if each child breaks one pump, by the end of it, we should be able to keep a pump for more than, 7 months. That's okay. It's okay. We'll get there. I hope that helps you get an idea of some things you can do with your kids, or research, and an idea of how the world is spinning here. She finished all of her work that she was assigned for history, and she's doing well in her tests. So that's really, really good. And we are in the last 7 chapters. And one of the things about our school that is really convenient is that if you finish your work early, like if you finish your workbook, I don't give you another one for the year. Like, all the expectations are set at the beginning of the year. So if you want to finish your history in advance, you don't want to do history anymore in the sense of book form, then I will let you off of that. We do not give you the next book. Same with math. I will give you more board games. I will give you more books to read, but I will not give you any more workbooks. So hope you're having a great day, and we will talk to you soon. All the celebrations in the air, and yay for spring, yay for March. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.